As a blind man has no idea of colors, so have we no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. Los hombres construimos demasiados muros y no suficientes puentes. 'Tis much better to do a little with certainty and leave the rest for others that come after than to explain all things by conjecture without making sure of anything. We account the scriptures of God to be the most sublime philosophy. I find more sure marks of authenticity in the Bible than in any profane history whatever. Resistance is usually ascribed to bodies at rest, an impulse to those in motion. But motion and rest, as commonly conceived, are only relatively distinguished. Nor are those bodies always truly at rest, which commonly are taken to be so. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. To every action, there is always opposed and equal reaction. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. No great discovery was ever made without a bold guess. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. The proper method for inquiring after the properties of things is to deduce them from experiments. My powers are ordinary. Only my application brings me success. The more time and devotion one spends in the service of God, the more advantages he is likely to reap. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. The description of right lines and circles upon which geometry is founded belongs to mechanics. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have been only like a boy playing on the seashore. The best way to understand is a relentless pursuit of knowledge. God created everything by number, weight, and measure. The business of philosophy is to seek the first causes. The truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. To me, there has never been a higher source of earthly honor or distinction than that connected with advances in science. If I have done the public any service, it is due to my patient thought. The motions of the planets are determined by laws, and they move in a manner conformable to them. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. God governs all things and knows all that is or can be done. Resistance is proportional to motion. The foundation of the sciences is observation and experiment. Plato is my friend. Aristotle is my friend. But my greatest friend is truth. The admirable arrangement and harmony of the universe can only have come from the plan of an omniscient and omnipotent being. An object in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an external force. Every particle of matter is attracted by or gravitates to every other particle of matter with a force. The moon gravitates towards the earth, and by the force of gravity is continually drawn off from a rectilinear motion. A change in motion is proportional to the motive force impressed. The unity in all things is the signature of the divine. An error is more easily perceived when it is new. The harmony of the world is made manifest in form and number, God is able to create particles of matter of several sizes and figures and in different proportions. The sun exerts an attractive force on the planets. That which is now proved was once only imagined. The order and perfection of the cosmos reflect the hand of its creator. Science is the process of uncovering divine laws through reason and experiment. The principles of true physics are mathematical. The book of nature is written in the language of mathematics. Without knowledge, man cannot be free. Errors are not in the art, but in the artificers. The cause of every phenomenon must be sought in the simplest principles. A body persists in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change that state by forces impressed on it. If you understand light, you understand the universe, whence arises all that order and beauty we see in the world. I do not feign hypotheses. The understanding of the human mind is as boundless as the universe. Force equals mass times acceleration. Gravity acts at a distance. The simplicity of nature is the result of its order. In experimental philosophy, propositions gathered from phenomena should be considered true. Genius is patience. The universe is a grand system of mathematical order. Mathematics reveals the secrets of the cosmos. There is no philosophy without mathematics. The world is a machine governed by mathematical laws. The human mind is capable of uncovering the hidden principles of the universe. The motion of bodies obeys strict laws. The laws of physics are universal. Nature is governed by immutable laws. The discoveries of today are the foundations of tomorrow's knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge should be a lifelong endeavor. The secrets of the universe are encoded in mathematics. Order and beauty are reflections of divine intelligence. The power of reason is the guide to truth. The force that moves planets is the same that causes an apple to fall. Our knowledge is limited only by our curiosity. There are more things to be discovered than have ever been imagined. Time and space are the foundation of existence. The clockwork of the universe is an astonishing mechanism. Observation leads to understanding. True knowledge comes from experience and reflection. The structure of the cosmos is revealed through careful study. Science and faith are not opposing forces, but complementary ones. Motion and force govern the material world. Light is both a wave and a particle. The principles of mechanics apply to all things. Knowledge is the pathway to discovery. Discovery is the result of persistent effort.